The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus said to his disciples, "Gird your loins and light your lamps, and be like servants who await their master's return from a wedding, ready to open immediately when he comes and knocks. Blessed are those servants whom the master finds vigilant on his arrival. Amen, I say to you, he will gird himself at the servants' recline table and proceed to wait on them. And should he come in the second or third watch and find them prepared in this way, blessed are those servants. Be sure of this. If the master of the house had known the hour when the thief was coming, he would not have let his house be broken into. You also must be prepared, for at an hour you do not expect, the Son of Man will come." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So once again, good morning to all of you.
Good morning, Father.
Do you think 32 is young or old?
Young.
Still young, so okay. So if you are still young, you have many, many more years to go, okay? So I will connect the anniversary with readings today. The Gospel says, be attentive or be always prepared. No? Be attentive and prepared. And the second reading tells us about the faith, the faithfulness. So be attentive and then be faithful. These two words are very important for each one of us. And so let us try to see how we can be always attentive and how we can be faithful so that our life will be peaceful and happy. In the first reading, they talk about the book of wisdom, talks about the first night of the Passover. It is very important for them, and they remember every year faithfully, because that night of the Passover was very important, because the Lord has delivered them from the slavery, from the Egyptian bondage. And so they remember every year in order to thank God for the gift of freedom, for the gift of the promised land. So they are no more slaves, but they are free people. They are the children of God. And so they teach to the younger generations, never forget the night of the Passover. So they teach and then they observe, and so it is from generation to generation they pass over. They hand it, and so every year they remember. And they never forget, So it means that they still remember the blessings from the Lord. It means that they are still grateful, and it means that they really remember what took place. So we can also connect it with the anniversary. So today is the 32nd anniversary that we are celebrating. So what does the anniversary teach each one of us? We are 32 years, but then never forget the first day. Never forget the first year. And we have to remember the people who started this group. We have to remember the situation, the time, the sacrifices, and so on. So anniversary helps us to remember all the previous years. And everybody is important. And every situation is very important. And so it is to thank God. Why we have to remember, just like the people of Israel? No, it is to thank God. Thank God for the blessings all these 32 years. I'm sure in the beginning it was not easy. Because any activity in the beginning is very difficult. But then as we celebrate the anniversary, we should not forget the difficulties. We should not forget the sacrifices. Otherwise, we are not grateful to God for the blessings. So every anniversary, it is to thank God for the many people the Lord has sent. For the many people the Lord has sent, for the lots of sacrifices, and for many, many blessings that we have received. And it is also to remember each one of us that we will go ahead with faith. We will go ahead with the promise that the Lord will protect us, the Lord will take care of us. So it is to thank God for the past years, and also it is to remember the promise of the Lord that the Lord will protect us, the Lord will save us. So this is very important. So just like the first reading, they remember the night of the Passover, to thank God and at the same time to go ahead in life. And so this is one way that we can be attentive. We can be always prepared. We are prepared to thank God. We are prepared to go ahead in our life. And we are always faithful. We are always faithful. One day, a couple, they have a new house, the first floor and the ground floor. And the wife was always worried that, the thieves will come. Worried that maybe the property will be stolen or the money will be stolen. So she is always worried. And so she asked the husband every day, go down and check if the thief has come. Go down and check. So he goes. So it is first day, 1 month over, 1 year over. So almost 20 years, 20 years. Every day this is the usual practice. The wife tells the husband, go and see. She's always anxious, worried and too much. So go and see. So 20 years, nothing happened. The thief did not come. And so one day after 20 years, suddenly a thief came. And so the husband went down and he saw the thief stealing the things. And so the husband asked, are you the thief? Yes. You don't know that I am already stealing many things here? And the thief says, don't come near to me, otherwise I will kill you. I will harm you. And the husband says, oh, it's okay, fine, I will not come near you. But then before you go, I want you to say hello to my wife because she has been looking for you since 20 years. She is asking me every day, go and see if the thief has come. 20 years passed. So today please go and say hello to her that you have come. Dear brothers and sisters, many times when we talk about being alert, attentiveness, many times we are preoccupied by so many things that we forget the present. So what is important is that the second reading tells us, be faithful in all that you do. Be faithful in all that you do. So our today is very important. We cannot change what happened yesterday. We cannot control what will happen tomorrow. But we can at least control or change or whatever it may be today, the present one. So therefore, the gospel, when he says be attentive and be faithful, that means we are supposed to do well what we are supposed to do today. And do it with love. Remember, we have only one life here. So every day is very important. And every day we have to be faithful. We have to do our things with love. Then surely we will find the joy. No? Then surely we will find the peace. Somebody asked me, Father, how you learned so many languages, no? I can understand a little bit of Tagalog, no? You know that, right? Yeah. Kaya hindi pwede mag-dismiss. Ako din marites. Anyway, they asked me sometimes, Father, how is it that you are able to learn the languages, Chinese, the Italian, the English, and so on? The only answer is that I love to learn the languages. And when you love, there is a big, big difference. It is never a burden. Amen. It is never a pain. It is never a cross. So therefore, I am telling everybody, we are celebrating the 32nd anniversary. Love your life, love your group, love the work that you are doing here. And when you do so, you will be very happy. God bless you.